Well, hello there, my name is Vladimir, welcome to my home studio. Today I show you how I shoot my videos. Wow, that was a bad intro. Let's go with that one. Hey! If you have been watching my videos for a while, you probably, or hopefully, have seen that I've tried to improve the audio and video quality of my videos over the almost 2 years I've been doing this now. And there's quite a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes kind of, so I thought I'd give you a look what it takes for me to shoot one video. The video I'm shooting here, or shooting the making of the video, basically the video, like the actual video I'm doing here, is my new live rig video, which contains the Rev G3, the pedal board that's over here and stuff like that. So let's take a look at what actually happens before I can even hit the record. So this is usually the starting point. My room is a complete mess. There's so much stuff lying around and I try to clean it up every now and then, but it's just basically impossible most of the time. You can see I have a lot of stuff and it's actually a pretty small room as well. And yeah, just things everywhere basically. And basically I usually start by cleaning up the room quite a bit, or at least the parts that will be shown in the video. You can also see my storage space and yeah, there's a bunch of stuff there as well. We did actually clean it up recently, but I just have a lot of things. For this video I wanted to pull out the black thing to place my amp on it, and I'm doing that here for a little while. Need to create space for that and move the amp on top of it, kind of try to place it nicely. Then I'm also lowering my table because usually when I work here I stand up, but for videos I lower it quite a bit so it's kind of more in the shot and you are not seeing the wall behind there, which is, there's nothing to see there really. Then I set up my pedal board and bring out one of my two main lights. I have this Triad orbit thing in the ceiling and I can basically just plug in the light and it will stay there, which is super convenient. It's already angled properly and everything and makes my life so much easier. I've been planning to get a second one on my wall so I could have the side light as nicely as this one, but I have just prioritized my money on other things. And as you can see, even taking it out of the closet is a chore in itself and takes quite a while to set up. Then one of the camera tripods, then another tripod for the pedal board cam. Setting up the cameras, one of the cameras has this plug thing so I can just plug it into a power socket and it doesn't need a battery. The other one runs on a battery, putting SD cards in them. Setting up the second light to around 45-degree angle to where I'm sitting. So basically I have one light coming right from there and the second one on, well, it's close enough to 45-degree angle, it's coming here. When I turn the lights on, you can immediately see how the kind of color of the room changes because these are around 5K while the light on the ceiling is, I don't know, 2K, 3K, whatever the warm light temperature is. At this point I also close the drapes, obviously not only because I don't want neighbors to see what I'm doing, but also the drapes help to kill some of the reflections in the room. More secondary camera tripod setup, putting cameras in place, adjusting the angles. Now I'm checking how I look when sitting in front of the camera. Both of my Lumix G7s have flip screen, which helps a lot. So I'm adjusting the camera angles. And after a while I noticed that I just cannot frame the shot. I'm too close to the camera and either the guitar or my head will be cut out. So I decided to move the amp on the table itself. Just a little bit more setup and angling the camera, and then I finally remembered to turn off the room light as well, so we get just one type of light going on. And besides closing the drapes, I'm also turning on the backlight and the LEDs on both of the shelves. You can see in the shot, basically it's a little bit of backlight that helps to separate me from the background. Checking the camera angles several times just to make sure they all look good. Then I start setting up my Logic project and Remember that I didn't set up the vocal mic at all. I'm using the Rode NTG2 for most of my room sound, so I start setting up that next. And I try to have it as close to my face as possible without it being in either of the shots. More camera angle checking and checking that the room mic is positioned well. And I'm starting to be happy with the setup. I turn on what's going on the screen behind me. That's my secondary monitor and it's only slightly in the shot, but I think it's a just fun little detail there to kind of create more action in the frame or in the shot, basically. I don't know how to say it, but I think you get the idea. Then some guitar noodling, checking out the levels and stuff like that. Everything works. And now that I'm happy with the setup, here is how everything looks from my perspective, basically, or where I'm sitting. There's that stuff happening, there's the amp and guitars and everything like that. And this is how it looks like from where I'm sitting, basically. There's the cat as well. Hello! Both of the lights are pointing at me. The angle of that secondary light isn't perfectly 45 degrees, but it's good enough and it looks good enough in the shot, so I'm happy with that as well. Arming the cameras one more time and we check that the framing is good. And yeah, we are pretty much ready to go now. And here you can see the main shot and the pedalboard cam in the final edited video. On average, I'd say it takes me 15-20 minutes, depends on the video, to set everything up. I've gotten pretty good of knowing where to place the camera stands, the microphones, the lights, everything like that. I have presets in Logic that are pretty much ready to go as soon as I just open that preset or template, basically. And Torpedo Live makes my life easy as well because I get good sounds without need to mic and amp. Especially now that we have a baby in the house, it's not really realistic for me to crank an amp here. So this thing helps a lot as well. And I'd say on average shooting, let's say a 10 to 15 minute video takes at least an hour, including the setup time. Because there are breaks, usually I need to rewire something or test something, make sure something isn't clipping. And yeah, I usually end up with at least 1 hour of footage that I then quickly cut first because there might be really long breaks in between where I rewire something and I don't really kind of go and turn off both of the cameras and audio recording. It's easier to just have everything like in one long take and then I can see visually whether there's something happening or not on the editing timeline. Actually, what I just said doesn't really include editing at all. That thing takes a lot of time, usually twice or triple the time it takes to shoot the video itself. I try to make sure that the audio is always good because guitar is audio basically, and if that sucks, what's the point in my videos anyway? So yeah, that takes much longer time. I've gotten much better at editing as well. I have a bunch of presets ready for color correction, some of the EQ stuff. I have the intro, outro screens, the name tag thing ready. I just kind of plug them in and do some minor adjustments if I need to. I try to remind myself to take photos before or after the shoot of the stuff I'm demoing because using the screenshot from the video never results in as good thumbnail as when I've actually taken time to take a photo of something. So yeah, still try to remember that. I don't always do that because sometimes I'm in a hurry and then I just need to quickly kind of pack up everything and do something else. So yeah, my thumbnails are a mixture of photos and then sometimes it's just screenshots from the final video. So yeah, that's what it takes for me to shoot a video. I have noticed over this almost 2 years now that I am kind of a nerd in wanting to improve the video and the audio quality, the lighting quality, what's going on in the background. I love the Edelman Smile LP there and like fun little details that vary from video to video for you guys to pick up just to make stuff kind of even a bit more interesting. Obviously the content is the main thing, but I think the minor details people can see those, and I hope you guys appreciate the attention to detail I try to put in these videos. Not every video is perfect, actually none of my videos are perfect, but I like where this is heading and I'm having quite a lot of fun trying to make them better and better with each of the videos. I think that should be it. Let me know down below in the comments if you have any questions about my setup. There's quite a lot of stuff I probably forgot to mention. And if you found this video interesting, helpful, anything like that, please let me know in the comments as well, and consider giving this video a thumbs up. If you want to support what I do, get yourself a CatPick Studios t-shirt, links below in the description. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell as well. That should be it. Thanks for watching. I shall see you next time.